just trying to stay on a bull.
They were brave, loyal, and tough.
Any bull rider that tells you he wasn't scared to get on the bull is lying. They're lying.
African Americans escaping the chains of slavery to venture west, finding work as ranch hands and scouts.
And the ranch owners would just say the boys. The boys are out watching the cows. The boys, the boys, the boys. And then they start calling them cowboys.
It's a history that's cherished by many, but it was the popular Hollywood Western that would inspire Abe Morris, who didn't grow up in the West, but in a small town in New Jersey.
I love watching the Westerns. I watched The Lone Ranger. I watched Roy Rogers.
Morris says it was tough to leave everything he knew on the East Coast in order to follow his dream. He found himself in Wyoming in 1974.
I was the only black guy in the Central Rocky Mountain region.
At many times, it was difficult to find acceptance with anyone.
This black football player says, "What do you know about rodeo?"
But soon, Morris won everyone over.
Where I'm riding, you look at the guys on the back of the shoes, and they are smiling because I've been accepted.
Morris eventually became a bull riding champion and first black pro rodeo announcer, appearing on Fox Sports and other networks.
It's my favorite rodeo, without a doubt. I go to Cheyenne every single year. I love going to Cheyenne. The people in Cheyenne treat me extremely well. I was in Cheyenne when Lane Frost got killed, and I interviewed him. I was the last person to interview him on camera that day. I cried like a little baby. I broke down and cried. It was hard.
Morris knew bull riding wasn't a long-term goal.
You never know the outcome, and they have a saying about, rodeo and bull riding. It's not if you get hurt. It's when and how bad.
So he tried his hand at marketing and financial consulting, which wasn't easy. But a cowboy doesn't give up.
Being in rodeo, I didn't, you don't always win, but my manager told me, he said, some will, some won't. So what? Next.
Morris went on to achieve huge success and keep stacks of awards in his home.
I ended up third in the nation based on sales. I'd signed up over 860 clients. I signed a lot of rodeo cowboys up.
He later published his autobiography, My Cowboy Hat Still Fits. But this rugged cowboy has another passion. His cookie business is thriving.
I didn't have a girlfriend. I'm single. I love chocolate chip cookies, so I learned to bake chocolate chip cookies.
These days, he's taking more orders than he can handle. I know one thing. These are going to be gone in 8 seconds.
That's okay.
Oh, my God. Morris has clearly made his place in history. He says he wants to inspire children of all backgrounds to go for their dreams. It may take more than 8 seconds, but success is certainly worth it.
If something fails or falters down the road, you have more than one thing.
By the way, Abe Morris has been nominated to be inducted into the Cowboy Hall of Fame. For more information about how to get some of those cookies, visit our website homepage, kdvr.com, and click on this story. Coming up, Breckenridge draws skiers and tourists from around the world, but the pristine mountain town is also home to an escaped slave who became one of the nation's first black business moguls.